Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How are you doing tonight? I hope everyone is well. I am muy excited about tonight. Muy. I am very, very excited about tonight, and I am excited about being in front of you guys tonight. I appreciate you joining me. Thanks, Tanya. Thank you for the pink hearts. Ugh, I cannot stand dry lips, y'all, so give me a minute. I forgot to grease them up before I came on here. So, yeah, I hope everyone is well. Hey, Ami, how are you? Thank you guys for being the first to join me tonight. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys coming out. I am very, very, I'm here. Like I tell y'all, sometimes it's so important to show up. No matter how you feel, no matter what's going on, no matter, show up, because sometimes that's all people need is to show up. And so I'm happy to be before you guys tonight, trying to give you some type of, guidance, information, whatever I can give. That's what I'm here to do, is to share with you guys whatever I can to help you to be successful in your group home journey. And so it warms my heart when people show up. So not just me showing up for you guys, but it makes me feel like what I'm saying is not in vain because others show up for me. And so I just want y'all to know from the beginning of the video, I don't want to thank you at the end. I want you to know that I appreciate it. I do. So anyway, so how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everything going? We got some praise reports to report. Tanya's in here. Got a contract on a location moving forward, which is what the ultimate goal is to keep moving in this journey. And so I got some great text messages, some great DMs in regards to how people are continuing to move forward. And so a lot of times when I come on here, I'm coming on here from a place of, sorry, I got a piece of hard candy in my mouth that I don't want to let go of. But when I come on here, most times I'm kind of talking on subjects, maybe current events, something trending in the news right now. Could be from conversations, because y'all know I do consultations, 1 hour consultations on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I do that for 4 hours a day. So I normally am booked, and I do about 8 calls with different people in different situations every week. It's kind of just to keep, really to help people that may not be able to afford to work with me in my mentorship program, but also to strategize, because I'm going to tell y'all, more than half of the people, or I would say about half and half. Half are new, never had a group home, and half are people that have group homes or that are in the process. Right now, there's a lot of people out that are that hire consultants, and the consultant ended up not getting them there. Some of them are people that I have people that are starting the journey over because they started and something didn't work out, and so now they're starting over. I have a few people lately that are like that. And then I have people that have an actual up and running group home, and they're like struggling, or they're not struggling as far as like struggling on what to do, struggling on how to handle it. So let me ask before I keep talking, can you guys hear me? Can everybody hear me okay? Can someone put some pink hearts in the chat, or give me a thumbs up, or just say I can hear you? I just want to make sure, because it looks like comments were coming through and then they stopped. So I just want to make sure that my internet is okay and that you guys can hear me. Okay, awesome. So thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Ami. I appreciate you guys. Okay, so it's I would say the people that have group homes, it's more of, I need help, I need to get organized. I have a young lady, she just wants to do my mentorship so she can learn how to run her home, making great. And that's the thing, it's not about money, you guys. It's not about money. Because if you make $1 million and you spend $1,001,001, you broke. So understand that. It's not about the money. You have to learn how to run an efficient home. You have to run. I did a Come to Work With Me day last week, which was great group. You know how I said, how it's always like one negative Nancy in the group? No. Everybody in this group was amazing. We had so much fun. We had a good day. Our lunch was good. Everything was good. But they could not believe that the group home that they were in has about 8 people. It does have 8 people. I said about. And the grocery bill is about $150 a month. And they were like, what? On average, you should expect to spend about, at least minimum, about $100 per person in your group home. And that's if you're really good. Because of the relationships that this house manager has built in her community, we don't have to pay a lot for groceries because she's always connecting with people. She caught on to me saying build relationships, and she took it to the next level. So in her group home, she's always ahead of the game because she's built relationships. She's set up systems. She's worked things out with people to where we don't have to spend a lot of money on food. Somebody said, how? That's how. Y'all, when I say build relationships, I live this. Like, I live it. Build relationships will get you further than money will ever get you. It just will. Because relationships will open you up to more money. Relationships will save you money to where you're not spending out money. Relationships will do so much. It will open doors. I've told y'all multiple stories on how a relationship, whether it's new or over the years, has gotten me like blessings, like multiple blessings. So when I say that, I'm not just telling y'all, you know how people just be saying, no, I live this. Like, I'm building these relationships. I have relationships with the men at the post office. You know what I'm saying? Where they do stuff that they don't do for everybody because They know when I come in, I'm like, hey, they know I'm a Chiefs fan. They San Francisco fans. And we go back and forth, and I built that relationships. So sometimes when I come in there and I need something or I want something at the post office, they be like, we'll do it for you. Relationships. So I'm saying, build relationships. Yes, Tanya, 150 per month. Yes, because community centers she's linked up with, the people in the home go volunteer. The community center donates food. We have a grocer up in that area that they end up, coming up with some. I think I did a video one time where I drove up there and I went and they filled the back of my SUV up with food because they get an abundance and they don't have, things to do with it. If you got farms in your area, y'all know the price of eggs. You need to be building relationships with these farmers. What can I do for you? Don't always go with your hand out. I'm always trying to figure out what I can do, to help people. I was trying to help that grocer. His mom was about to pass, and he wanted to do a foundation. So I was trying to assist them on how to put that together. I wasn't asking them to pay me. I was building the relationship with them. Well, Miss Myrrie, she's closer up there. She built and built and built, and I'm just telling you. So always be thinking about how you can do things for people in the community, not to get it back, because I feel like you're going to reap what you sow. If you're the person that believes, I'm a believer. So that's a foundation for me. What I sow, I'm going to reap, because that's what my scripture tells me. And so I'm always trying to figure out, how I can help people in the community, time, energy, things like that, where I'm a blessing. I live by be a blessing to someone else. Try to be a blessing to someone else. Because if you put it out there, if you put blessings out there and you live by reaping and sowing, you're going to sow them back. So I just wanted to start off. We can talk about this because it's a good subject, but I really kind of wanted to talk about, because I talk to so many current group home owners, people that have functioning group homes, were a lot of my calls this week. And so I just wanted to touch base on how to not burn out, how to not, a lot of people, I always tell you guys, don't take your hands off of it. I say that because you're responsible. So you just can't build it and walk away, because if something happens, it's going to affect your life. So that's why I say that. But when I say that, I'm not saying have your hands on it. You know what I'm saying? Every day. I'm not saying that. I'm saying just don't totally release it like you would if it was a t-shirt shop or something like that. And you can kind of set it and forget it, as they say. In this type of business, you don't want to set it and forget it, because it can literally end you up in prison. I know a couple of people right now that are in prison. And so you saying this just sparks my mind on people I can talk to in my community and see how we can help them. Yeah, do that. Connect with people and let them know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying do it tit for tat like genuinely building relationships. There are people from my past I could call right now and ask them for pretty much anything, because I've been that person to them. So I'm saying, if you're a resource, if you're somebody who genuinely cares, who genuinely, and if you're like if you're that introvert person that you have to come out of that. I told y'all I am very, y'all don't see it. I'm shy. I don't like really doing this, but I like doing this. You get what I'm saying? Because I like to show people how important group homes are. So that's why I have a message to get out. But as far as wanting to go and speak in front of people and get on lives and all of this, like literally, I'm that person. I could sit in my room for months and read books and watch little funny videos and do little strategic stuff for people here, because I plan out stuff for my kids and my grandkids. I'm that person. I don't need a lot of, being out there. And I'm uncomfortable when I do it, but I know I have to do it to continue to build relationships. You know why? Because Tanya needs me to have a relationship with somebody so I can help her. Diane needs me to have a relationship with somebody so I can help her. These are the type of, Ami needs me to have a relationship with somebody so I can help. And so that's why I continue to put myself out there, because I'm trying to be a blessing to somebody else. So, so today I just wanted to talk about, look, now that I'm off my soapbox, today I wanted to talk about the power of systems. These group home owners, I'm asking them questions and things like that. And simple fixes. I had one lady, she making decent money, and she just came across me. She hasn't seen like videos. Y'all know I've been doing videos for years. I think I've been on YouTube like 11 years. And so I just told her, I'm like, you're making the money. Why are you still managing your house? She's like, I don't know. Like, hire a manager. You know what I'm saying? If you making the money, then hire the manager. Now, if you're not making a profit and you're not making money, then maybe you can't do that right now. But if you're at the point where you're making money, you're making decent money, stop taking a couple of trips, or whatever you're doing to spend money. Don't buy another car. People do that around the end of the year, which is dumb. They go out and buy these luxury cars so they can write them off. Find another way to get a tax write-off. But I'm just saying, try something different. Take that money and hire somebody so you're not stressed out. So these are the type of things that I'm going over tonight. Simple things that you can do to automate your group home for more freedom. Because y'all can't see my sign over my head. Because freedom is so important to me. And I'm willing to take a lesser salary within my business so I can hire somebody at a higher salary that's going to manage all of that, that wants to do it. Because I feel like I've did my time and I don't want to get burnt out. I want to still be happy and excited about this business. And so I hire somebody younger and better than me to run my business. And sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to say there's peace of mind in taking less to have more. Less to have more time. Less to have more energy. Less to have more relationships. You know what I'm saying? There's other things you can be doing in your business than working in your business. So just think about that. Thanks, Diane. Diane said you're great at it. Well, thank you. It still don't mean I feel comfortable. But So yeah, so I just want to show you guys how to reduce stress, save time, and allow you to step away, from the daily operations, but still have a profitable, compliant group home that runs smoothly. And so when people come inside of my group homes, I kid you not, I always get the comment, wow, your homes are so like mellow, because I've created the environment of peace in my group homes. That's not just me, that is my employees buying into that. My employees getting the clients to buy into that. So we get clients and they'll be like, oh, this is the worst client. They'll come to our home, they'll acclimate into our home, and then because the tone is already set, they have no what do you call it? They have no choice but to acclimate, or they have to leave. And I have people that honestly that come to my group home and they leave. And they'll say it for nobody here, everybody here is black, or because I have quite a few black people that work for me. Not to say I planned it, but that's how it happened. And so for whatever reason, they leave. The right people stay. And I'm not going to say a lot leave, but what I'm saying is if they're not supposed to be there and if they're not going to acclimate into that piece, then they got to go. And there's plenty of group homes that like chaos. I'm not one of them. And so, yeah, so that's what I want you guys to know, because automation equals freedom. Automation equals freedom. I know it may not look like it now, but the more you get into automating your home, and I'm not saying like you can't just leave your clients there, automation, you know what I'm saying? You can't do that. But I'm trying to see if I can see the comment. Sorry, y'all. But you can, there we go. But you can automate some of your systems so you don't have to struggle. So you don't have to, burn out. And so the biggest lie in a group home, in ownership of a group home, is I have to do everything myself or it won't be done right. That is the biggest lie. That's a big lie in a lot of businesses. If you're that owner, if you're that, business owner that feels like, oh, it's not going to get done right, then you need to open up your mind, because I'm going to tell you, y'all know Latoya is my chief operations officer, and I'm going to tell you, if I had to choose between me and her, I'm choosing Latoya every time. Because that girl is amazing. And God blessed me with her. God blessed me with her. And I thank him. Look, I thank him whenever I can for her, because she can do things better than me. You hire people that you give them a nice salary, and they can do things better than you. And that's okay. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? I never professed to be the most perfect person. And don't nobody be trying to steal her, because she ain't going nowhere. Look, but I've never professed to be like this perfect person, this wonderful, I found a niche and people received me in it. And it has worked out for me as, being affectionately known as the group home queen. But I got a whole team behind me that makes me look amazing. And I would choose Latoya over me any day because she's amazing. And so don't get that in your head that nobody can do it like you do it. Don't be so cocky and have an ego that nobody can do what you do, you know? So Tanya says, will you give an example of a system you incorporate daily that lowers your stress? Yeah, I'm going to give some examples. Sorry, y'all, I'm running my mouth because I'm on one today. but yeah, because this is a good subject. And like I said, that the calls that I received, you know, and I try not to get on here and like specifically tell people business, but I tell like general information. But it's because they feel like they can't take their hand off of it. It's their baby. A lot of people like to say that. It's my baby. And they're running themselves ragged. And so it's just, you know, you don't want to get into that burnout cycle. You want to do whatever you can to continue. If you got into this business because you care and it's something that you want to do because you care about people, where you don't want to get to the point where you hate people. You get what I'm saying? You want to always have that. Like even me, I'm kind of bagging up out of things because I want to continue to love what I do. And if you're being stressed out, at some point you're going to break and you're not going to love it anymore. And that's with anything, you know? So freedom comes from systems. You know, you don't have to hire a bunch of extra people and all this. You just need to set up plans. People are amazed at how my business runs off a minimum amount of people, because you don't have to hire a lot of people. There are people that you can utilize within your business. Don't burn them out. Don't get me wrong. Don't burn them out, because when LaToya be like, I'm going out the country. Okay, when you going? Let's get it scheduled. You got to give people space to decompress. You got to give, you know what I'm saying? LaToya takes a lot of vacations during the year. No, I ain't going to tell her business. But I'm saying, because I know her job is a lot. So when she tells me she needs to go out of town, then I give her the space that she needs. So you're going to have to be understanding too with, you know, in that. But this is the thing. There's a saying. The first point I'm going to touch on, I'm going to kind of give you like 4 points. I got notes, y'all. 4 points on things to think about as a system within your group home. And so there was an old saying that said,